Hey guys, Brian Savage here with you. I wanted to just shoot this real quick. This will be a short video. Follow up on the FAB Metal D3. I took the capacitor out, the one that was on the back, like that right there. It did look like that one right there, except it was a 0.01 value. And I changed this, and I changed it to a 1, not 0.01, but a 1 microfarad. And I kind of just threw it together and plugged it in and tried it out, and it worked perfect. So this video real quick, I'm just going to throw this pedal back together and show you a little reassembly. You want to help, Obi? No? I think he maybe wants to go somewhere else. He's not sure what he wants to do. That board just drops down in there, and when I soldered that on there, I made sure I could bend it down. It had long legs, just like the other one was bent down like that. Come here, baby. Let's put you over here. There you go. Now you can go. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So, because this board goes down on the bottom, 3 screws. The first screw I'm going to put in, if you remember, there was one with some paper on it. I told you to take note. That one went here where that one went there. I dropped it inside there. They have a little magnetic charge to them, which is something that I'll have to take the magnetism, rather, out of this screwdriver because it typically doesn't have any. One goes in that corner. You'll see it. The lighting stinks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just working off one little lamp here, recording on the laptop. Didn't want to have to set up the whole sky cam situation for the iPad to record a little better, but okay. Now we're going to plug this plug again. Goes into there. Let's look here. Okay, it's going to go like that. So that would be, let's see, blue, red, yellow, black, white, and making the blue closest to the side that is where the 9-volt plug is. Let's get them wires where they're, make sure they're out of the way, because you gotta make sure you got it out of the way for the battery compartment. So I'm tucking all that stuff away from the little battery compartment here. All those screws set down on there nicely. And that's one way you know if you got it back together right, if the PCB board should just set right back down on there, the circuit board. It doesn't just set right back in place and you think the screws are going to move it into place. No, it'll probably break. So I like to just snug them down a little bit. This stuff doesn't have to be crazy tight because a little bit goes a long way. All the torsional forces, if you will, come from the plugging in and plugging out. So all the forces are going this way on the circuit board, not pulling up on it. That fits in there nicely. Again, best thing in the world you can have is a little can to put all your stuff in with a lid. Okay. Alright. Plug the 9-volt back in. Seat's all down in there nice and pretty. Slap the back plate back on. And I reach in and just tighten that little screw with my fingers. And then just, Obi, what are you doing, honey? Quit that. He's playing pill out on the bar stool. Tighten that down. I don't tighten it too tight. Again, just with a It's probably like a 1 mil plectrum. Now, putting on the knobs, I think I took note of this before, but if you don't have something like this where you have the little nibs, make sure you take note. What I like to do is turn them all down to 0. Turn them all to 0. Makes it easier to find and lined up, but they have a notch. Line them two things up. Oop. I like it to be all symmetrical, so that they all will look identical if they're all turned to their... Alright. Everything, no binding, no issues. Can see all the jacks really nice. Done. One pedal modded. The next pedal, or rather, been a long night, guys. Been huffing on some solder fumes, I guess. But the next video, rather, is going to be the sound demo of this, so you guys can do some comparison. Now, me personally, I like it a lot better. It made this pedal something I would actually use now. Again, horses for courses, if you will. Everybody has their own opinion on the sound they want to make and the tone they want to make, and this didn't make a tone that I really liked. So $15, $14.95 or whatever it is through most of those online sites. I don't want to mention anyone in particular. They're owned by mostly the same company anyway. So anyway, you can get this thing for like 15 bucks. So if you're getting several things, you can usually get free shipping through most places like that. And something worth experimenting with. Get you one. If you're, I've really turned this into from a metal distortion pedal to more of a, took all the scream, all the high end, the treble out of it, just changing that one capacitor. It just did a whole lot. And that capacitor came from a pedal that was junk. Hold on just a second. This old jobby here, which I wish that this thing had worked, because, you know, why not? It's great, right? Some of the old stuff. But unfortunately, something had gotten spilled on it. It had poured down inside through these knobs and got down on the circuit board, and I'm not going to take it off. Well, maybe I will. Is it screwed together here? I don't even remember now. I don't know what's holding it on. There. The PCB board must be screwed down. That's held on by all the knobs. But anyway, I've pillaged and plundered a whole bunch off of it, and that's actually where I got the capacitor to put in there. I have a lot of little parts and electronics, from simple little radios and headsets to chargers and things like that. When they go bad, they don't work, or the device they charge don't need it anymore. You guys probably have a million of those things. I robbed the components out of them, and I put them in little bags. These are little bags of different capacitors and different values, and I have lots of these things. So anyway, guys, like, subscribe, get you a cheap pedal, get crazy and do something crazy. I am not an electronics whiz in any way, shape, or form. I barely know what I'm doing here. I can work a soldering iron, but the thing of it is I just turned this pedal from something I wouldn't use into something I would use, just guessing on values. You know, sometimes you get schematics, and that's where I'd say start. You can find schematics on a lot of things. This particular pedal, I never found a schematic on it. I never found any mod suggestions on it. I searched today for probably an hour and a half and found little to nothing about this as far as the internals go. So anyway, that's my suggestion to it. Share the music, share the love. Peace out.